We're diversified by stage of development. We have a producing asset, an advanced exploration asset going into development, and some earlier stage exploration, hopefully with a maiden resource at the end of this year.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Thor Exploration's CEO, Segun Lawson. Segun, very good to speak with you. You've just released strong maiden drill results at Guitry in Côte d'Ivoire. What do these findings tell you about the potential scale and grade of the project?
Good morning. Thanks for having me on. I'm really happy to be here to give you an update of what we're doing in Côte d'Ivoire. I think just across the company's exploration portfolio, it's been a very busy first half of the year, and this is our first set of results in Côte d'Ivoire. Now, for us, we've been established in Nigeria for the last 8 years. We're advancing a project to a preliminary feasibility study in Senegal. And in Côte d'Ivoire, we moved into this country. It was a new jurisdiction for us that we moved into last year. We were pleased to move in, starting off with this project, which we acquired from Endeavour Mining. And, we spent a lot of time trying to understand what was controlling the mineralization because there was a lot of laterite cover, which was mineralized. However, historically, there hadn't been any bedrock mineralization, which is what would have been the big tick in the box as a success for us. So we designed this program based on a new interpretation of the orientation, slightly different to what had been drilled historically. And, we were, first of all, pleased that, the mineralization was there at surface in the laterite cover. But I think the big success for us was that we managed to chase this thing down at depth, still at significant grades and intervals that were very encouraging. I mean, some of our intersections were 14 meters wide, grading 2.6 grams per ton. We had 10 meters wide, grading over 10 grams per ton in the deeper fresh. And yeah, it was very encouraging for us. So to directly answer your question, what does it mean? We have a fantastic platform now with a better control of the mineral, of what controls the mineralization, better understanding of what controls the mineralization. And we're looking forward to following up on these drill results.
Segun, you mentioned that new interpretation of the mineralized lodes. How's that changed your approach to drilling, and how confident are you in the model now?
Well, now we have established what is a northwest to southeast trending mineralized structures. There are a number of parallel lodes that we've intersected, and they remain open along strike and at depth. So, we're very excited to see how much longer it goes because the area of mineralization in the soils, the soil geochemistry result was, about 8 kilometers by 5 kilometers. So, getting a substantial portion of that in the mineralized lodes is going to be very, very significant, should I say, economically, potentially. So, we're going to carry out some geophysics to get even more of an insight. We're going to pick up on the drilling and continue to chase these structures.
You've targeted a maiden resource for Guitry by year end. What steps remain to hit that milestone, and what kind of resource are you aiming for?
I think our maiden resource is most likely going to be an inferred resource. But because we just want to see what potential could be there, we're not going to really infill these to an indicated categorization just yet. But we have a target in mind. We think of great success would be anything over 500,000 ounces. We'll see how that looks when we come back to drill. But look, we're generating strong cash flow from Nigeria. We're able to fund exploration here internally. And if the results continue to stack up like this, we're very happy to deploy more capital here.
Thor entered Côte d'Ivoire at low cost, and now you seem well positioned. How strategic is the country to your long-term growth plans in West Africa?
I mean, the country is a success story in terms of gold discoveries, gold projects being developed from early stage explorations to mines being built. There's a huge number of international companies there pouring in capital, exploring, building, and producing. So we've got a second fantastic project, the Marahui project in the northeast of the country. We've spent the course of this year carrying out exploration, working up some drill targets. It was earlier stage in the Guitry project, but the initial exploration results were extremely encouraged and excited by very high-grade rock chips over a strike length of just over 5 kilometers. And we're going to be drilling two projects come late Q3 and Q4 this year in Côte d'Ivoire. So for us, we're building up a great organic pipeline. We're diversified by stage of development. We have a producing asset, an advanced exploration asset going into development, and some earlier stage exploration, hopefully with a maiden resource at the end of this year. And we're also diversified by jurisdiction as well: Nigeria, Senegal, and Côte d'Ivoire. So we think we're very well positioned. You combine that with our balance sheet where we fully repaid our debt. We have our costs falling below $1,000, and we're generating strong cash, where we believe we're in a very strong position as a company right now.
Well, Segun, I hope you'll continue to keep us updated on progress across all your projects. Thank you very much for speaking with us today.
Thank you very much.
Segun Lawson, the CEO of Thor Explorations.